Good morning, all. Greetings from Berlin. I hope you are all safe and sound. Thank you for participating in this conference. We, all the organizers, remain grateful to you all that you have participated today. So without wasting time, let me go to the presentation. So Pharmacircuit, if you see today's topic, I will go on and try to chase a topic, which is, let's say, even more important in these challenging times of COVID crisis, how to build an, everlasting network and relationships. I'm sure we all are missing, our good old days where we used to travel, meet each other, greet each other and enjoy, our fireside chats on these networking events. Myself, you all, we are all missing that now. But good news is we have Pharmacircuit, and today I'm going to take you through this journey wherein we believe that there is a potential to network at your own will, to network whenever you feel free. So what is Pharmacircuit? As Mario mentioned, this was started few months ago. Registration was done. All that setup was done. I joined recently. I left my job. I joined full time here. In Pharmacircuit, working as a vice president and growing the business. But why we are here today? We are here because we want to grow together. We are here because we want to create, a platform for all part-time business developers in the world. And especially as we are, fighting the COVID times, we felt that this platform and all the additional platforms, can add more and more value. So, in the end, all the platforms, including Pharmacircuit, will create value by providing, attendees to learn, to interact, to connect with each other. And if you see the whole platform which we are using, Mario explained it shortly, Hopin, there, as soon as the networking lines are open, you can actually see who all are there, live, and you can interact with them. You can, chat with them. You can actually have a VC with them, and really start your networking process. In this event for 2 days, as Mario explained, we have around 21 speakers from all the parts of the industry, and we have speakers from US, from UK, from India, from Europe. So we have a global audience, and also a panel of speakers with varied background. And this is an effort to show you that Pharmacircuit encourages diversity and inclusion. And we have created an equal opportunity platform for any network needs. But the buck doesn't stop here. We want to expand it. We have just started. This is our first conference. We are grateful to you all for attending this, but our vision is big. For future, we want to expand this rapidly into other directions and make it an experience sharing and collaboration platform. That means, this online conference will happen every 4 months or 3 months. The next one is in March, from 16th to 18th. So this will continue at least for 1 year, until the COVID crisis gets resolved, because we expect that face-to-face meetings will still be a problem. So we'll continue with this online conferences. Secondly, we plan to start a mentorship platform within Pharmacircuit. We are working very hard on this concept. As you might see today, there will be a lot of speakers, who will be speaking on their, core topic. They are experts in the topic, so they can, speak for hours in that. But in the future, we wish to create a community wherein, we will have expert panels. We will have, like virtual board members, coming in for Pharmacircuit and mentoring individuals, mentoring, freshers from college. We will also create a kind of a system. It is under preparation, so I cannot disclose much right now. But our plan is to help young graduates also as they come out from their college, to help with a program which gives them a good start in the industry. So this mentorship will be a very solid pillar in the coming years for Pharma Circuit. Then, if you see our speaker panel, we already have HR experts speaking today, tomorrow. So, Pharma Circuit is a boutique platform, for networking. But the beauty of it is, we'll also have a recruitment pharma within, wherein we will work with few boutique HR firms, and we will create a kind of cross pollination of ideas of resources recruitments. I myself, if you see my career path, I have myself resigned from a full-time job, and now will be doing, let's say, few part-time jobs, and this is with myself, I can tell you that this is no longer a dream. It's possible if you believe in your dream, and we will make it possible by creating, a lot of part-time jobs which are relevant, which you can do, if you have in your contract, if you can convince your employer that you can work for other companies without any conflict of interest. That means, for example, you can work in some other space, digital space, or something which is not affecting your daily job. Why not? And this kind of stuff will be in the recruitment pharma. We will create an environment, as we have seen that after COVID started, home office became a new normal. And I personally feel that we can do much more, looking at my example and few other colleagues which I have, in making this a new normal, not only home office, but to create a kind of a new talent pool for, part-time jobs. Moving on, what is our vision? What do we want to do? We have, started with the seminars, where we are promoting BD projects, ideas. Of course, Pharma Circuit will help in business development, in and out licensing. And moving on, as I explained in my last slide, we will be creating a mentoring process where we will invite consultants, who can actually, network at their own will, and of course get paid for that. Building along, we are creating new contacts, we are creating, global market access, and we are empowering everybody. It is not my platform, as I said, it is our platform. We grow together. We continue, we start, with these seminars, but we go to the depth of the matter. We can do, business development with new product scouting, talent adverse sourcing. We, in this Pharma Circuit site, we will have industry news and trends, which is also which will keep you updated, with all the things happening in this world. And in the end, I personally believe that if we can bring in people, and if we can, create an ecosystem, a community with all like-minded people around, then ultimately Pharma Circuit will be a one-stop stop for the Uber of pharma matchmaking. It is a difficult thing to do today, but if we dream it big, if we dream it right, we will do it. And with this, I'm moving to the next slide, details about networking. What are our goals for subsequent conferences? How do we want to, promote it? So if you see today and tomorrow, it is mostly networking based. That means we are networking in PD across the globe. We have put in people across, we have eminent speakers who have come across. We are grateful to all the speakers today and tomorrow. Just with knowing us, they have come forward, and have invested their time in that. So we remain grateful, and we will continue our journey with them. We have kept this open because we decided to have a lot of diversity and inclusion. We have, if you see, we have not restricted any country, zone, any particular topic, because we want to really have an open theme, because there's so much to discuss, in this crisis. We have targeted global audience, and if you see our strategy, we have grown mostly organically. And this is amazing, because we believe that still the word of mouth, will actually transcribe to opportunities, and we want to continue, building the community, you know. But in future, we want to make Pharma Circuit more theme based. That means, it could be based, for example, quality specific. We can have a conference next year focusing on mergers and acquisitions, various, people from that, VCs can participate. We want to make it special by offering, specific product and technology, stuff. And then, as I explained in the last slide, we want to make it more of a, like targeted, because we feel that we can create value if we bring in something tangible. And that's what we're going to see from next year. More tangible aspects coming in. The three verticals of Pharma Circuit: one is conferencing, second one is mentoring, and third one is HR. We want to create a conference for HR. Why not? Theme based. And as you might know, there used to be several conferences on HR, which has unfortunately all stopped now. We know certain guys, we know senior guys who are working on that, and we want to combine forces because we are an open source platform. Everybody can use us. Come and use us. Use Pharma Circuit, and this is the way we are going to share, fair knowledge, and it would be a sharing platform for all of us. Once we move in this theme-based industry requirements, we will see, and you all can see from next year, that since we have a very lean team and since we are quite flexible, in fact, we can do conference, every other month, because we have that flexibility. We are working with Hopin today, and in this platform, we can have up to 100,000 participants at one go. We can have roundtables, we can have virtual booths, we can have everything, all that which you are all missing and the face to face. So it's just a matter of time where we start, doing this, theme based. Since today and tomorrow is our first conference, we kept it networking based, knowingly that people should come and really see us, feel the network. But moving forward, we will go and make it theme based. That's our idea. If you have any suggestions, any questions, comments, please feel free to either write to us today, tomorrow, and we will for sure take it into consideration, and we will be coming back with our feedback. Moving on. Why, partnering is important? Why should we have, focused partnering and scouting strategy? This is because of the competition. We have seen that a lot of things are offered by a lot of companies around. And if we know that we have to focus on certain things, then we can, create a networking pool which can help with this product offerings, which can also, these consultants or mentors, can help screening of the markets with their, knowledge. And also we can reach not only to the companies, but as I said in my earlier slides, that we are also planning to reach and work with universities, because we feel that, in this ecosystem, there is talent everywhere, and future belongs to digital transformation. So if we can really connect the dots, if we can bring in all together in this Pharma Circuit, then I feel that, from theory to practical, there could be a good connection. Third point, while we are doing all this, we are very careful that we follow, European data privacy rules, GDPR. We do it right, we do it through formal consent. And you have seen that in our website, we have created a system which follows and obeys GDPR. Now coming back again, how can, focused networking can change the business? How we can, we propose to change through Pharma Circuit and through the, pool of networkers which we have. How you can become a preferred partner? It is just, our perspective that if you can pinpoint, by looking at let's say, the products, the offerings, and define a clear, unique selling proposition or USPs from day one, I think a lot of things can be solved or can be, improved in terms of sense of urgency. Second, if we are specific with the information requested, then I mean we can be more direct with our products and partnering. And last but not the least, we have to focus on our, again and again on what benefits we are adding. It is said, by the former global marketing officer Procter and Gamble that we really need a mindset change, especially now, because if we are, approaching somebody, I think more than telling and selling, this is my favorite topic. We should be building relationships, and that's the reason I put in, this quote here. I have seen in my life, whatever little experience I have for last 20 years, that usually we start, let's say relationship building. We start by focused emails, introduction calls, creating the first winning impression as a team. It's not I, but we. We try to create an atmosphere wherein first we build trust. We slowly but steadily we bring in, the lead management concept. That means we define what is possible. For example, when we are offering something, whether it is a licensing or co-development or sell out, buy out, what are we offering? And then we keep the best thing to do is to put senior management, in close touch from day one. That will help a lot. And once we are achieving this trust, this lead management, we then go to this behavior-driven sales approach because a lot of times, especially in this pharma industry, when we do business development, HR, any other activities, marketing, we have this behavior at play. And this is, I will explain more about it in my next slide. But I have seen that, attitude sells. So, if we move ahead with a positive attitude and a willingness to help first, this will sell. And that's what it's all about, building everlasting relationships. So first we build trust. And of course, at the point where we start building trust, we try to measure ourselves. We should have goals, because everybody is interested what to achieve by what time. And we should have a mechanism to grow and sustain together. I have seen that a lot of open source databases are available. One of my favorites is Git Scrum, which I use most often. There is Salesforce database, project management system. So you can use anything you like, but idea is to, instead of writing emails, better to put everything either in a simple Excel sheet or use this kind of project management so that, we can really take the pace of the project well. Deal pace is maintained. With that, how can I, build a robust and rapid licensing strategy along with your partner? It all starts from the need assessment and where we want to go. What are the entry blocks? What are the entry barriers? How to achieve a kind of a comprehensive licensing strategy, per geography, looking at all the technical criteria, and especially working with, your R&D and regulatory affairs team. As I explained in my last slide, we should, all this partnering, we can have millions of books and a lot of talks, but I have seen that it is all about sharing and caring. It's more or less, this give and take philosophy. And there is nothing in the world which can take away this. I personally feel that the more we give, the more we get it back. And that's why in licensing also, it's not a misnomer. We can try this, and I'm convinced that if you do that, you will never fail. Set up initial strategic meetings, try to bring on board your partners every week, and then you can move it to the, monthly meetings, no problem. Create a database and make sure that everybody understands, what they need to do. There is no ambiguity. That means It may be hard in the beginning, but even the most senior guys in the company should know exactly what is required, what they should do, how they can support. So this, what, by whom, and when is quite important. And when we do all this, trust, goals grow together, all is good, but it is not complete unless we have a risk assessment plan. A classical example is during the due diligence process, we find out that at times, or at most of the times, we do not have a clear go or no go. That's a classical paradox. It's a status quo. What to do with it? My recommendation would be to listen carefully, to have one-to-one meetings if required with the technical set of people. Listen carefully, document it, and then try to have a joint statement which actually takes into account your actual risk and how you can mitigate those. Because I personally believe that all the risk, if they are calculated, assessed earlier, can be mitigated, can be overcome. With that, I started with a promise that we will grow together, and the next promise remains that we will always grow through partnerships. Happy to have you all in this networking conference. Enjoy for 2 days, meet and greet each other, network well, and thanks a lot to all of you for joining this conference. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy. Thank you.